her, and I feel her like she like moved a little bit, and then she goes. I was like, what the fuck? You just farted on me. So anytime now that like I fart, I'll blame it on Bridget, even if she's not here.
Uh-huh.
It was Bridget.
Uh-huh.
Right? Was that you? Oh, she's barking at my neighbor.
Yeah, sure she is. She's probably calling you a liar. Quit framing me for your crimes.
Or my toots.
I almost said quit flaming me. Quit flaming me for your crimes.
Quit flame?
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Enough bodily air coming out.
Yeah, I think so. We should probably start the show.
We should start it?
I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. To catch them is my litmus. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the world, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. But it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Oh, it's so true. The courage will pull us through. You teach me how to deal. Gotta catch them
all. Man,
Like
rocket balloons are all at my ass. Like, I am just under constant sexual harassment. Like, right now, Jesse and James is trying to sandwich me into a three-way.
Whoa.
Yeah, let me fight them real quick and get them out of here. They can't accept no as an answer. And they're calling me a twerp. They're like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm standing here. You came to me.
You're in my house, motherfuckers.
So, it was me and Charmander and our cannibal friend Ducklet and our dead-eyed companion Shedinja, and we were all sitting at an outdoor, some outdoor seating for a restaurant. Now, one might say that's a bad idea. However, like I said, it was outside. It was physically distant from others, and we shared a nice meal together. Promptly, Giovanni came down in a big, you know Giovanni, right?
Yeah.
Giovanni of the Bang Your Mom fame?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, he's basically your stepdad.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah. So he comes down in a hot air balloon and he's like, what are you doing challenging me? This'll teach you, punk. And we were like, hey, like we're just minding our own business here and not bothering a soul. And he's like, you're about to get it. So what ended up happening was Charmander used Flamethrower and killed all of his Pokemon in one hit. Yeah. And in the end.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. I'm also, so this is the show. This is, hey, everybody, welcome.
Show.
Pokemon After Dark Rye. This is a no holds barred, no nothing podcast. We're talking about Pokemon and hurt the ones we love, and I'm playing Pokemon as we speak. That's why I'm kind of somewhat distracted fighting Jesse and James. I actually got beat by Jesse. Like, I just wasn't paying attention, and my mind, like, was in the midst of telling a story, and it imploded, and I got fucking beat. I mean, I defeated one of my Pokemon, okay? I did not, like, fully get beat by Jesse, because Jesse and James is, like, easier than even normal grunts, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But
and
I just wasn't paying attention and tapping.
And you want to bang James, don't you?
What?
You heard me.
No, I didn't. What? I didn't understand what you just said.
I said you want to bang James, don't you?
You want to bang? Oh God, no! There's something wrong with him in this game. Like his body proportions are off. Like he's got a very Jackson quality to him. Like it's something up with like his head and his shoulders. Like there's something not quite right. It's almost like if someone murdered James, hollowed out his corpse, and then wore him like a Halloween costume. That's what this James looks like.
You said there's something wrong with his what?
Head and his like the way his head sits on top of his shoulders and his like overall shape, like his head and shoulders.
What about his knees and toes?
I knew you were going towards a joke somewhere. I just didn't know where it was. So, GoFest. Woo! Woo! Everybody loved GoFest and had an amazing time. Everyone caught 1,000 shinies and perfects and yep. No one had any complaints. No one complained about a damn thing.
Nobody had a momentary break in mental breakdowns or anything because the game was crashing and we couldn't get a Groudon. Nobody had any of that. And like everybody got 1 million shinies, not just 2. Yeah, it was good.
So the first day, so obviously like this is going to be a show. It's a little different than normal. Usually we roll a random Pokemon. This time we're just going to recap GoFest and what we thought about it. Maybe try and predict how we think things are going to go forward from here in terms of like Niantic's events and things like that. And yeah, we'll just talk about that stuff. By the way, my coughing and Ekans were not shiny shadows, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't catch one.
Oh,
you mean like just literally?
Just now. Literally just now. So the first day, we had the rotating biomes every hour. Biomes. Every hour.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. The whole crew was out and about. Well, not the whole crew, but most of the crew was out and about, walking around the streets, doing some raids. What'd you think?
I had fun. I got literally 1 shiny Saturday.
Which was?
Arvana?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right. We got to hang out. We did some social distancing eating where we ate outside. Your mom and I. No, we all got a nice little afternoon beer and played Pokemon, had some good eats, some good hangouts, and everybody else got 1 million shinies and I got 1.
Yeah, we had a nice time. We managed to stay in the shade for the most time, had a nice bite to eat, went to Rock City and bought some bakery sweets. I mean, I didn't buy any, but y'all did. That's where we drank the beers. Good times. But as far as the actual game goes, oh boy.
Some crashing.
Your brain just crashed.
Yeah, it fucking did.
Yeah, so like, you know, for the people that were part of our group that just weren't there, we kept trying to invite people, and occasionally we would get 1 or 2 of them, but never all of them, and that's because for the majority, like for instance, I feel terrible for like my sister in Texas, like both days she did not get a single pass to work, not a single one. She lives in Texas. She doesn't have like a group down there that she raids with, so she was like really dependent on us to send her invites, and didn't get a single thing, not one thing. So really sad for her. Quite frankly, it kind of pisses me off that she didn't even get into 1 raid. I think she did get into a couple and then got kicked out.
Yeah.
And that happened to me 3 or 4 times on Saturday, where I would join a remote raid, get kicked in the middle of the raid, and then not be allowed back in, which was immensely frustrating.
It was, and like there was 1 raid we were doing remotely, and you guys invited me to it, and I was in there, and I think we had beat it, and then it wouldn't let me back in, so I didn't even get a chance to catch it or anything, and I was like, well, that's, like, you totally waste a pass.
I think part of that is if the timer on the raid expires, like the overall time, you can't click back to go to
Right.
it. It's like if you get kicked and the timer's still going, you can usually jump back into the raid or at least claim your reward. But if the timer's gone and the Pokemon's just despawned, I think you're just shit out of luck.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what happened. But I did figure out that if it does completely kick you out, you can go back in, and it acts like it's going to use another pass, but it really doesn't.
Right. It will not use the pass unless you're actually in there fighting. Like, if you get kicked from the lobby, you won't consume the pass, which that one, like, I'm not that mad about those. I mean, I got kicked from lobbies a bunch of times. That's not that bad because it doesn't consume the pass. It's those other 3 or 4 times where it just, you got zilch for participating. Right. And then, like, again, my sister didn't get a single one to work. We tried both days. And it wasn't just her. There was a couple people. Yeah, I don't need to go into detail. It was super hit or miss. Like, we had one of our friends, Taylor, friend of the show. She got into virtually every raid that we sent her. Like, if she got an invite, she was able to get in and do it. But for other people, it just did not work out that way, and it's unfortunate. And like, I feel bad for our friends and family, like you and Mom and Andrea, friend of the show, been on the show before, who got like nothing for their $15. Like, got a handful of raid bosses, got a handful of legendaries, and then got like 2 shinies. Because Andrea only got like, I think, 2 shinies, and Mom got 2 shinies. Like, really, it's sad. Especially if that's what you're looking forward to most, is getting some new shinies. Mm-hmm. And that's just a big middle finger from the RNG gods there. But granted, one of Mom's was a legendary shiny, so I mean, at least that's something, I suppose.
Right.
I did pretty good. I kind of have survivor's guilt over it because I would rather you guys do good and me be shitty and complain about it. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, that's just your personality.
So. All right, buckle up. I'll say what I got. I got a shiny Charmander with the Pikachu visor hat. I got 2 shiny Sableyes, 2 Swablu, 2 shiny Sevipers, Sunkern, 2 shiny Quillfish, a Durant, a Clamperl, a Growlithe, a Squirtle with a Pikachu visor hat, a Gibble, a shiny Shadow Mawile, and I got a shiny Unknown. So I racked them up.
You did.
But at least I think a couple, like Mom. I think Mom got 100%. She's got a couple hundreds in there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't get any 100% Pokemon at all.
I actually did get 100, and it was Roselia.
Very nice. I managed to parlay some of those Shadow Machops from Sunday's event into a buttload of candy to finally evolve my 100% Machoke into a Machamp, and now I finally have a good Machamp. So I might actually be good at things that require fighting assistance.
Yay!
So Saturday in the raids, they brought back like Kyogre and Groudon, which was cool. Didn't get a shiny. Only got 1 Kyogre. That's like most of the raids I got kicked out of were Kyogre raids, and I ended up with only getting 1. I think that was right before you got there, because you didn't get there till like an hour later.
Right, because I was being lazy.
I got a boatload of Palkia and Groudon. I got just a couple of Giratina, and I ended up getting 2 Dialga on Sunday, which is a big hole that I needed. Never got it originally, because if you remember, you, me, and Wes, and I think Allison, there was like 4 of us. We went to try and do Dialga, and we just got smoked when he first came out, and then he's never been back until GoFest. So it was nice to finally get one of those. But if you want to look at the pictures of all these pretty things that I got and the few things that Hannah got, check it out on Twitter at After Dark Rye. It's there. Oh, what was your other shiny?
Oh, Zangoose.
Very nice. It's a lovely shiny.
He's cute. He's blue.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Sunday special? What's this called?
The special quest?
Yeah.
Did
you finish it?
I famously hate Team Rocket. So not a fan. However, I was pleasantly surprised that they were severely nerfed, so you had to do no strategy. You could just blast through them. Very good for me, not good for others. Like, we had some friends that legit liked Team Rocket and was looking forward to the challenge of it, only for it to be not challenging at all. However, I will say I lost a Cliff 8 times before I finally beat him.
Really?
Yeah, he ate my lunch. I don't know if I got a glitched Cliff that was not nerfed, but his pincer annihilated everything I threw out. At one point I threw out 3 fire dudes, and you took 2 of them to finally beat that stupid pincer. Like, I was getting smoked. But after I beat him, I never saw him again in the rest of the day, and I was very thankful for that.
Yeah, I was like surprised they were as easy because I was expecting them to be harder, which and I noticed Giovanni, like, not this time, but didn't they have a Team Rocket event not too long ago too?
What's that? I'm sorry.
There was another Team Rocket event. It was when
Oh, they've done a few.
Well, it was when Jesse and James first came out. There was another Team Rocket event, and I think I had to battle Giovanni to finish
Your
up my
stepdad?
quest. Yeah, my stepdad. I had to battle him to finish up a quest, and he was surprisingly easy. I beat him on the first round, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I went in
but-
with a radar. I'm sorry, go ahead. I do that.
Okay. But I was shocked and I was thankful because I don't care about, like, I don't care about the challenge of Team Rocket. Like, okay, let's get this over with. I want to get my quest done. So I was glad that they were easier because that gave everybody a chance, you know. So yeah, I beat everybody on the first go round this time. I was way over prepared.
Yeah, I started with a super radar, so I could not progress in the quest. So here's the story of how our Sunday started. Mom and my sister Jasmine came over, and we all piled up into the same car, and we were driving down the road. I was in the back seat, and I was like trying to figure out. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to fight Giovanni because I can't get any. I gotta get grunts to progress in this quest. But they're not showing up because Giovanni keeps harassing me in his balloon. He won't go away. So as I'm about to fight him, you hear a big thunk. And everyone's like, oh, crap, what was that? Because the car bucked. Mom joked it was a turtle. I looked through the back window, and it was a turtle. And that was bad. That sort of hung over me the whole day. We inevitably had it taken to an emergency vet. And it was very sad. So yeah, that's how our day started. And then more issues with the raid invites with people. Savannah got so frustrated, she just finally gave up and said, "Stop inviting me. Like, I'm tired of it." So like it started off on a bad foot on Sunday, and we actually packed it in 3 or 4 hours early. We can't I was home. I started mowing my grass. I was on my riding mower and just had the fun. I was Pokemoning and driving on my on my riding mower, and sure enough, I get the front yard cut, start working on the back, and click on a Sublime, and I got a shiny Sublime while I'm mowing the grass. So, so do you want to talk for a second? I know you love to do that.
Sure.
Oh, you were asking me if I got Victini though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if I finished it. Yeah, I did. I probably should favorite him so I don't accidentally delete him or something.
Yeah, that would suck.
Mine's a 3-star. I don't know what the percentage is because I don't care. He's got an awesome... I'm sorry.
Mine was only 2.
He's got an awesome little animation when you click on him, that V-Create, that fire comes out of his face.
Oh, yeah, that is cute.
Go ahead and talk for a second while I bring up some stuff.
Okay, so we, yesterday, I guess it worked out pretty well for the remoting. My husband and I had a few errands to run. We had to go to... I was Pokemoning in Harbor Freight. We're trying to find a workbench. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I gotta play Pokemon. Like, so, I got Palkia and a Dialga. I haven't had those. And then the other form of it looks like Gertina. Yeah, and I was surprised Marowak was the Alolan, Alolan version of Marowak.
I'm just sitting
But-
back and listening to this. This is good content.
Was in the wild. Because I've been wanting to raid him forever, and anytime there's a raid out, nobody's around to help me with it. So,
Yeah, I like the spawns. For the most part, the spawns were great. Like, I
Yes.
could give a shit about Oddish and Alomomola, Momoloma, a papilloma virus. Like, those guys, I had no use. Like, Litwick was fine for, like, the first hour, and then I just never wanted to see him again, and he kept showing up all too often
Right.
on, like, Sunday, and I'm like, you're not shiny, you can't be shiny, I don't care about PvP, go the fuck away. But yeah, like in Swablu, great. Got my third shiny Swablu at GoFest, and it's 11 CP. Like, what? Thank you. But that's looking a gift horse in the mouth. I'll always take any shiny, even if it's one I've already gotten before. So I can't really fault the RNG for that. So ultimately, like, if you want to value, like, so for Community Day, if you got, you spend that $1 on that special quest, you're basically guaranteed a shiny for whatever it is. Like, they did it for Ghastly and they did it for Abra. I think they did it for Weedle, but I can't be for sure. So, like, if you wanted to value a shiny at like $1 a piece, like, I made out like a bandit. Like, I did well. I think that's fair. So I think, as far as I'm concerned, my personal rewards that I collected from the event, it was worth $15. Was it worth the money for you?
I mean,
probably not.
I still think it was, because when they did the each hour thing, like, the rewards you got, you relied on the whole world to complete it. Because there was one where the reward was, when you open up gifts, there could be a rare candy in it. I opened up 23 gifts. Every single one had a rare candy in it. So that was 23 rare candies.
Yeah, but do you think that that's worth 15? Those rewards from those each hour, like, adds up to being the equivalent of like $15 worth of enjoyment?
I think so.
Because I don't think raids should count in that, because you got to buy the raid passes anyway. You got the 5 free remote raid ones if you were remote raiding, but like, so I mean, there's $5 right there. So, like, was the rest of it worth $10 for you?
I think it was.
Okay.
Because, like, and also, because they gave you Lucky Egg, you gotta, I mean, I think all in all, I've got over 100,000 CP. So that helped.
I'm sorry, what now? You mean Stardust?
No, CP.
CP? Combat power?
No, fuck.
What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
Leveling, like.
Oh, XP.
XP, fucking shit.
I was like, what Pokemon you got that's 100,000 CP?
It's my day. But, so, I'm only 1 million away from level 40.
Wow, that's impressive. I was running, I had I went in with a couple of lucky eggs already, and then I got whatever I got from the rewards throughout the day. I burned all those, and it feels like I've gone nowhere. And I burned not all my Stardust, but I burned a lot of Stardust on Darkrai, feeding him rare candies like it was just nothing. Just powering stuff up.
Maybe I got more rare candies than I thought, because I started out with, like, maybe 100.
Oh, with the raids, you got a ton from the raids as well.
Yeah. Now I have 195, so.
I have 5.
Wow.
I used them all. To be fair, I used like 60 of them on Gothita because I hate that Pokemon. It's a weird sex doll, and I don't ever want to look at it. So I just did that to evolve it, so I never have to look at it again. And I got the spot.
My buddy.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I gotta go look at that.
I've been walking her. Sometimes she'll like pass out.
Oh, she'll do whatever you want.
Like face down, she's passed out.
Nuh-uh.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, I have a screenshot of it. I'll send it to you.
Okay, please do. Wow. So you alluded to those hourly challenges that we had to do that would unlock things. And if we completed a certain amount of those, we unlocked things for the future. So, oh boy, if you completed, I don't know the numbers, who cares? But starting on July 31st through August 7th will be Dragon Week.
Now,
So-
okay. Pause. I have a question.
Okay.
So is that for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, like everybody who plays Pokemon Go.
Yep.
Okay. So did we complete all? We get all 3 weeks?
I guess we'll see, won't we? So the first week is Dragon Week.
So you're
on
going
the-
to tell us right now?
Yes,
Right now.
I'm trying.
You have the results.
Yep.
You are not the father.
No, but I am
Okay,
living
anyway.
positively. Alolan Executor, Horsey, Dratini, Bagon, Trapinch, Swablu, and Gibble will appear more frequently in the wild. I take that Gibble with a grain of salt. I bet he'll be like 1 in 100. Dratini, Bagon, Horsey, Trapinch, Swablu, Gibble, and Dino will be hatching from 7K eggs. Ooh, that sweet, sweet Dino.
I know, he's so cute.
He's very cute. I want a baby one. I finally evolved mine into a Hydreigon, and I got that Best Buddy ribbon on him. He's dope. Shiny Dino makes its debut. He's sweet.
I know,
Instead of
I
like,
want that so bad.
yeah, instead of like having like blue in his face, he's got like a reddish to him.
Mhm.
Rayquaza is back in 5-star raids, and a unique time research will reward 2 Dino encounters. So you're guaranteed to get 2 Dinos no matter what. So that's pretty great.
Yes.
Because Niantic never posts those the percentages for what hatches from eggs. That you don't know. Those Dinos and Gibble and the 7K eggs could be like 0.01% or something ludicrous. So it's nice that you'll get at
Luda.
least 2 of them. Luda, the Dirty South. Week 2, August 7th through August 14th is Enigma Week.
You're an
You're an enigma. Staryu, Jigglypuff, Clefairy, Lunatone, Solrock, Baltoy, Bronzor, and Elgyem will appear more frequently in the wild, and Elgyem is new to the game. It's from Unova and hasn't been out yet. You don't know this, but Elgyem and its evolution, don't ask me to pronounce it because I never will, is like he's a little psychic rocky thing, and he's got like jewels all over his body. And he looks like an alien because he actually is an extraterrestrial Pokemon that landed on Earth. So take that for what you will.
Okay,
Plus-
hold on. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, it's adorable. So I'm
Yes.
looking out my window, and my neighbor, she's like 80, 81.
Okay.
She's so cute. She still goes out and mows her grass, but she wears this like headband around her head. She
Okay.
looks like she's about to Mr. Miyagi some kid down the street.
So there's a kid down the street antagonizing her, and she's about to train him in the ways of martial arts? Because that's what
Yes.
Mr. Miyagi does.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
Great.
saying,
Should I continue?
Yes.
Cleffa, Igglybuff, Lunatone, Solrock, and Elgyem will be hatching from 7K eggs. Shiny Staryu will make its debut. Oh, it's so good, that sweet, sweet butthole.
I know he's gold.
Oh, it's so good. And you know what? When we did the Staryu episode with DeFi, like we ragged on the shiny Starmie, like saying it wasn't very good. With the in the Pokemon Go model, it looks pretty good.
Oh, they heard us.
Like I don't know if it's because the animation of Pokemon Go is letting it pop more off the 2D plane, but it looks good.
They heard us. They listen. They listen
Bron-
to the podcast.
Bronzong, Claydol, Elgyem, and Unknown, the ULTRA letters will be appearing in raids. Best believe I'll be stopping for them. And Deoxys will be in 5-star raids, including Shiny Deoxys, which looks awesome. And I still do not have a Heavy Spaghetti. I need a Heavy Spaghetti. I need it. That's the last one. That's the one I don't have, and I want it. And I want a bunch of them.
Can we trade those?
That, no, because they're mythicals, unfortunately.
Because I have like 3.
Speaking of 3, week 3 from August 14th to August 21st. How you like that for a segue?
Oh, that was great.
Thank you. This is the big one. Unova week. Sawaddle, Cottony, and Mulga will be making their Pokemon Go debuts in the wild and in 7K eggs. Those are 3 Unova Pokemon that were not in the game previously.
Right.
Emolga is a like flying electric, like it's the Pikachu of Gen 5. It's like a little flying squirrel thing, kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. Sawaddle and Cottony are I mean, you can kind of tell from their names. They're kind of like cotton ball dumbass thingies.
Balls are awesome.
Well, Cottony is, and its evolution as well, which I'm blanking on its evolution. I think it's a Mulga.
Yeah, I don't know why you're asking me, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Nope, I just literally said Emolga was the I got my brain screwed up, and it's recorded forever. Whimsicott is its evolution. They're like cotton ball thingies. Sawaddle is the most adorable of all of the. You know, every generation has its like standard like weakling bug Pokemon that has a cocoon form that then turns into like a pretty butterfly or a moth or whatever the fuck. And that's what Sawaddle is. It's a little caterpillar with like a little. Go ahead and Google it. It's got like a little leaf for a coat. He's fucking precious. And I will fight you for it. I will catch every Sawaddle.
It's a bug.
It's cute.
He has a little bang twofers.
Yeah, and then he turns into Swadloon, which looks like it's cold, like it's got a little blanket. And then it turns into an awesome, like, praying mantis thing.
Yeah. Oh. Are they all female?
I don't know. That's something we'll have to get to whenever we roll it randomly as the Pokemon of the week. But those guys will be making their way to the game, and I fucking lost the news. What a shame.
Well, were we on week 3?
We were on week 3. I'm getting it. I'm going. Bouffalant will be making its debut in the wild and from 7K eggs, but only in New York City and surrounding areas. I don't know. Like, I know we're not anywhere near. We're like 10 hours from New York or something, maybe 12 hours. I don't know if that's considered a surrounding area. I mean, we're technically
neighbors.
Are we mid-east? Is that what you would say we are? No, we're like north. We're not fully northeast. We're kind of like right in the middle. We kind of.
We're like, it's not mid-east.
We ride the line of like East Coast and of like northern East Coast and southern East Coast. Regardless, Bouffalant's cool. It's weird that it's going to New York. Maybe it has something to do with the Buffalo Bills. Ha-ha! But Roggenrola and more Pokemon from the Unova region will be in raids. Genesect will be in 5-star raids, including Shiny Genesect, which is beautiful. And Shiny Roggenrola will make its debut. And the Shiny Gigalith model is awesome. So, really good-looking shiny butthole there for you. The red butthole eye of Roggenrola looks very irritated and itchy. But when it turns into a Gigalith, it gets a nice cream that soothes its sores, and it turns into a nice aquamarine blue. So that's what you got. That's what you got for doing stuff during Pokemon GoFest. So I guess overall success. We did it. We gave them money, and we caught stuff in exchange.
Yay!
We
did it.
Yeah. So what do you think's gonna happen going forward with Pokemon Go Fest? Because this is the first worldwide digital one.
I was thinking about that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make this. If they keep doing it like this, especially if they get positive feedback, and I'm sure they probably had more participation.
I would say, for sure they had more participation, because in a physical location, you were playing last year, you had to win a lottery to get a ticket.
Right.
You can only have so many people show up in person. Like, you can only accommodate so many people. This was like, you don't have to worry about all that traffic on the cell phone carrier in one spot. Like, it's just, everybody gets to spend some money and go. And, if you think about it, I believe the physical GoFest tickets were like $5 per person,
Mhm.
And I don't know how many people got to go. Let's just ballpark it and say 500 a day went. You know, you're not making a ton of money that way, but $15 a pop, and however many millions of people play this game worldwide, they made out like bandits for sure. So
Right.
what I think that you will see a return to the physical GoFest, provided that there's no like imminent danger from a fucking virus ravaging the world. Provided that's taken care of, GoFest will be back. But then, as a supplement to it, you'll see a like reduced digital event like what we got this year because we didn't get a good regional. That's like okay, like aside from like the technical aspects that our loved ones experience, the one downside was like there was no good regional. Like we got Heatmore and Durant and Zangoose and Seviper, which is great if you're new to the game and never seen those guys before. But if you've been playing for a long time, like I have, like I had Zangooses. I have plenty of Vipers. I have that one Durant from the Genesect quest that I paid for.
Mhm.
So like, great. Like the regionals sucked. I was very much looking forward to getting a regional from a place in the world that I will probably never go to in my entire life. Let's be honest. Like I'm probably never going to get the opportunity to go to Australia or Africa or India or you know, like I'm hoping that someday I'll be able to travel a little bit, but I'm not going to be able to go to everywhere. And yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about that. But anyway, long way of saying, yeah, I think it's coming back next year. I think by then, like the groundwork's been laying. Hopefully, the remote rating and all the tech stuff will be settled out and smoothed out by then. Um, and then yeah, you'll have the physical one that we'll never ever be invited to with a press pass or anything. That'll never happen.
Um, I don't know, man. I mean, they might like do something like that, like just have a specific location, but I feel like it was pretty successful. I mean, yeah, there were some glitches, especially at peak hours. I think we noticed a lot of the glitching when uh like the mountain, like the West Coast joined in, like when it opened up for them. So you got to think about that. Uh, yeah. So I think that's where a lot of our glitching came from. But I mean, it was nice for people, yeah, that don't get to travel a whole lot or won't be able to go to places like that. Oh no, I feel like they'll do something similar next year. Hopefully we still won't be on lockdown and having to watch what we do and where we travel, but
So line in the sand, who do you think's going to be at GoFest next year? Like, what's the special thing?
um hopefully Vince McMahon will be there.
Oh, shut up. By the way, I successfully called Shiny Unknown. And I mean, I didn't call my shot in public, but in the PGR Discord in reckless speculation, let it be known, I called the shiniest of unknowns, and much to the chagrin of completionists everywhere, that's going to be a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
I think. Shoot, I don't even know what you would do for next year because you can't do Heatmore and Durant and Zangoose and Viper again. You just can't. Like,
Well, we have a lot of new Pokemon coming out, so they could do.
yeah, Gen 6 will be coming out, but we didn't get like a ton of Gen, like it was a healthy mix of stuff this year. Like we didn't get a ton of Gen 5, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Instead of Gibble, it'll be like Axu by then. Yeah, probably. Still don't have one of those. Probably Rufflets. Probably be running around. Yeah. I don't know what they do for regional, but who knows?
Yeah, and I'd say eventually they'll probably start bringing something um, more of the regionals out or doing special events like they did for that Volt Beat. Is that it?
Volbeat. Volbeat.
Yeah.
Squite. Make her
Don't-
Vol. Make her
don't.
Volbeat.
Don't start.
Make a beat, illumis. Make a beat, illumis. Wait, you want why? What do you want me to stop?
Hopefully everybody has stopped listening to you.
Make her Bulbasaur. Squite, squite. I may have said squirt, squite like 100 times on Saturday. Make her say squite. Na 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 na.
Wowza.
Well,
This is what we have to put up with. What?
oh, that's right. That's right, Dozer.
No, that's Bridget.
Oh, sorry, Bridget. Yeah, that's right. We got a charity that ends in like, when this comes out, like 3 days. So get it in quick, folks. Best Friends Animal Society. Ending no kill shelters. Like, we've slowed to a crawl. I think everyone that was going to donate has donated. So if you did donate, thank you very much.
Yes.
Next show, I'll go over how we did. Like, you know. But I don't anticipate getting a whole lot more activity in the next couple of days because, quite frankly, there hasn't been any in like a week, which is sad to me. Actually, it's probably been longer than a week. Like, that initial rush is over, and then people don't care anymore. Thank you for participating in that, if you did.
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. I think that's. I'm sure that there's something that we forgot, and that's what I hate about ending the show. Is inevitably I'll think of something after the fact.
That's how every single conversation goes on in my life. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I meant to say this.
Yeah. Well,
Righty.
thank you so much for listening.
Thank you guys.
Do that thing
And
that. Hang on a
remember.
sec. Hang on. No, don't you do it. Do not do the thing yet. Don't forget to do that thing that I always tell people to do, but nobody ever does. Rate and review us. Leave us a positive thing on social media. Tell a friend. It helps the show. Helps us get out there and makes us feel good. Gives us the warm fuzzy and makes it seem like we matter. Because at the end of the day, we're all just 35 years old and ever marching closer to death.
Yeah, how was your birthday weekend?
Whoa. Yeah, this is it. Pokemon After Dark Ride. Check out our other show, Let's Die. Survival comedy, survival evolved, baby. And we will see you soon next time on After Dark Ride. You can do the thing.
And after you celebrate your 35th birthday,
Dark Ride will just not be able to make this rhyme because nothing matters any day. What a cop out. Bye, everybody. I fucking suck.
bye. Yeah, you do. My screen.
I don't know. Hannah, the gift you got me for my birthday was very thoughtful, and I was very impressed with your artistry and skill, and that you would even remotely take the amount of time that is required to put that much stuff together. For little old me, it meant a lot to me, and it's gonna look real good hanging on my wall when I hang it up on the wall.
Well, good. On the wall.
Yeah. And I'm recording now because I have to. It's law. It's the law. I have to grovel at your feet, servant of your darkness. Thank you for my birthday gift.
You're very welcome. It's Pokemon related. That's why it's on the podcast.
Yeah.
A picture of it will be on the Twitters.
Will it? I was going to let everybody stew and wonder forever. You know what? If you can guess what it is, send us your best guess on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, let's hear some.
If you guess correctly, if you even remotely guess correctly, I will say anything you want on the air. Up to a minute long. So you could type a speech that lasts a minute, which is a lot. And that could be a lot. And then I will say it.
I was gonna say I could send him this Pokemon bookmark I made,
No.
but all right, let's see yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout at me. Thanks, Hannah.
You're very welcome.